listening to what they say about Garínagu. And believe it or not, the majority of saying, or what I have just told you, I have heard that from them. And now I'm reading books. Okay. And another thing about Garínagu, which is customary, this is one of our downfalls, is that we don't like to give credit to people that deserve credit for the good deed that they have done in our community. And perhaps telling or writing the history could be one of them.
I have to add to that, we haven't been, and based on what you just said, we haven't given enough credit to Don Justo.
Yeah.
Don Justo has written a history. And if you
Justo
do, no, Don Justo Flores. He was born in Honduras, raised in Belize, came to America, and he's the father of Ben Flores and Bill Flores and Indio Flores, the one that he just made a movie called Drums. They live here. But he writes extensively about the history from his point of view, from his research. And it's here, it's documented. Not only does he talk about the discovery of America from the Garínagu perspective, he talks about Sheriff. He talks about the slave trade.
Where can we purchase
This one will be available from Ben Flores. I'll give you Ben's phone number. Ben has it available. And very, very nice book. Something to read. I don't know if Michelle has had an opportunity to read it. Very nice. I mean, he talks about, and there's also other websites that you could go. One is called Angel Fire, and it's free and available where you can find out about Honduras and the migration of Garínagu to America and how they were involved in heavy trade in the Caribbean Sea. They were called, what do they do when you don't pay taxes or tariffs? What do they call you?
Oh, it's smuggling?
Yeah, they were the best smugglers in the region because they would bring certain medications from Honduras to Belize and bring back other things from Belize to Honduras and Guatemala, so they did a lot of that. And they knew the seas as they know now, so a lot of them are captains of ships and everything in the area. So that's another thing that he talks about.
A lot of Garínagus were sailors, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Merchant seamen,
There
they
you
called
go.
them back then.
Merchants.
Well, sailors and seamen were pretending to Garínagu is two different things. Okay, let me tell you what happened with the Garínagu people around 1940, late 40s, and during the World War and afterward, 50s. That was a way of the Garínagu people to migrate. When the first Garínagu people started to migrate from Honduras and from Belize abroad, I'm talking about into the sea. I'm talking about, this was merchant marine. And then when they come, and the philosophy always have been, and I identify myself with that. The philosophy of all these people that I know, I mean, almost 95% of all these people, all the way back to maybe 20 years ago, we brought everything good that we could back to our community. And one of the things were, the first thing were the first concrete house was owned by the people, sea people. And they started building among us society with, like you say, you call high life. But yet, even though they were with us within the community and everything, they were like prototype to be emulated by new generation. You want to live good? Okay, don't worry about going to school. Of course, some of the school we were not allowed to go to anyway. So, see where there's option.
So because of the short time we have left, we have 30 minutes, so let's go ahead and do this exercise. And history is fascinating. There's a lot to learn, really. This would not be enough time to really give Mingo to tell us everything, because he's got a lot of knowledge. But let's go ahead and, we could review this one we did last week, or we could go over it today and then start the new one.
Okay.
Right, Michelle? That would be good?
Okay, you want me to read from 1 to 6, and then we have a brief, maybe 3 minutes for
Actually,
questioning,
what
and
we
then
were doing-
we continue?
What we're doing is we would ask her,
Mhm.
you know, tell her good morning or good evening, and then she would answer.
Okay.
But it could start by reading through all of it, so we all
Okay.
have the
That'd be
sounds in our
cool.
mind, and then we can go around. How about that?